Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Big Brother, Season 27, Episodes 1 and 2.
Now, if you was with us from the beginning of this channel, we did Big Brother.
Mm-hmm.
And by the numbers, none of y'all was with us when we did Big Brother. I need y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. Let me set some rules, right? Some house rules. We will not be doing the daily, streaming where we tap
live
into.
Feeds.
Yeah, we're not doing the live feeds.
But I am keeping my ear to the streets on what's going on the live feeds.
You are?
I am.
Okay, I did not know you was going to the streets. Okay.
The Twitter streets.
The Twitter streets. But if you want someone who is doing the live streams and things like that, I would say check out Lifestyle with Lex.
Yep.
She does, I think she's doing the live stream every day and things like that. She's a good content creator. I like her. Blair likes her. But we will be doing the, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday episodes and things of that nature. You ready, Blair?
I'm ready.
Now, what's going to happen is we're going to cover Sunday's episode and we're going to cover last Thursday's episode, right? So after we get to the intros, then we go really hit the road because I got a lot to say. Let's go, Blair.
So this is Big Brother Hotel Mystère. Before we even jump into the Houseguests, what did you think about the theme of this season?
I'm not used to, this is probably my second time watching Big Brother.
Okay.
And I don't care about themes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm new to themes. Themes, that's more your avenue and things like that and things of that nature.
I thought it was really cool. I am into those breakout rooms. What do you call it? Escape rooms. Not very good at them.
Yes, I can attest.
But I do like them. And this kind of just gave me the feel of an escape room. Like I was like, I'm into this. I'm feeling this. The other season where it was like the AI stuff, couldn't get into it. I'm sorry. But this, I'm feeling. So let's dig into the first 8 house guests. So we've got Kelly, 29. She's a web designer from South Dakota. She also got her pilot license and she travels around the world. I thought that was super cool.
Okay.
Zach, 27, from Georgia. He is an athlete. He played minor league baseball in the past, and I think he has some type of corporate job now. Ashley is an attorney in New York City, and she says a showmance might be her weakness. A shower also might be her weakness. We've got Riley from Oklahoma, a professional bull rider. Amy, an insurance agent from California. She is a single mom of 3.
Yeah.
Adrian, carpenter from Texas. He considers himself a nerdy guy. Lauren, who's 22, from Louisiana. She is our bridal stylist, and she is a Big Brother super fan. We have a few super fans on this season, and I feel like at this point, with this show being on as long as it has, we're bound to get super fans on the show, and I'm cool with that.
Okay.
I'm cool with that. Keanu is a personal trainer from Texas. He calls himself nerdy. He is a dungeon master. The first 4 going to explore the house are Adrian, Kelly, Zach, and Amy. And we see, as they're exploring, there is a timer counting down. So at this point, 9 minutes are on the clock. Kelly thought that Amy was a bit loud and over the top. Keanu, Lauren, Ashley, and Riley are next to enter the house. Zach thinks Lauren is gorgeous, and she is his type.
Hey, focus on what you need to focus on, Zach, okay?
While they're checking out the house, the time is now going down to 6 minutes. Did you have any initial thoughts about the timer?
No. The Big Brother's always doing something, and I never know what they're doing. They have a theme in the house, which makes it more confusing for me.
Okay.
They have a timer, which I'm not even going to guess what's going on. I'm just going to watch and see what's basically, nothing bad can happen to me, the viewer. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I wonder what's going to happen.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, somebody needs to pay attention and look at the house more detailed and find this timer. I thought something was going to happen. I was I was hoping that they would hurry up and find the timer. But everything worked out how it was supposed to. We've got the 8 additional cast members. Catherine, who is a waitress from South Carolina. Vince, who is from California and unemployed. And he also lives with his parents.
Hey, priorities, brother.
He played baseball in college, and he used to deliver deliveries to the CBS lot where Big Brother was actually located. So this is a little full circle moment for him, which I thought was pretty cool.
Is it really a full circle moment?
Well, I guess if you win, it'll be a full circle moment.
I guess they let you in the lot. You get what I'm saying? But, it is what it is.
Mickey is an event curator from Atlanta, Georgia, and she thinks that she will be a social threat. Jimmy is a strategy consultant who is living in DC. Mm-hmm. He used to play tennis, so he's going to tell everyone he's a tennis coach and leave out the fact that he is a strategist.
Oh, okay.
Morgan, she's a gamer, model, content creator, streamer in LA, and a former track athlete. And this girl has guns. She's very strong.
Yeah.
Zay is a door-to-door salesman living in Arizona. He grew up in the Mormon church and he ended up leaving. He also was a cheerleader at BYU. He was on academic teams and he played chess.
Okay.
Will is 50. He is a college sports podcaster from North Carolina. And then we have Ava, who is an artist from New York City.
Nice.
So, first impressions?
I have none.
Okay. I will say that I do like to look at the build of people because people always think that the guys who are like the big, the bulky, the strong guys are going to be the ones to dominate the physical competitions. But it's not how big your muscles are, it's how much endurance they have. So I was looking at Morgan and I was saying like, she might be one to look out for when it comes to the physical comps.
You see, with me, my opinions don't start until I actually see them in action.
Okay.
And things of that nature, you know?
So Mickey, Zay, Catherine, Jimmy enter the house. Jimmy and Amy automatically click. He's trying to find people he clicks with in order to be safe the first week.
Now,
Smart.
My whole thing is this, though.
Yeah.
I will say this, though. Is there such thing as strategizing too early?
There is, but you don't want to be heavy-handed with it because that's when people start looking at you like a game player and want to get you out the first week.
Yeah.
So it is something about overplaying your hand a little too fast. But I think that if you start with a soft social approach instead of automatically getting alliances, that might have you go a little bit further. But of course, we know people make alliances in the first week. How strong those alliances are to be tested.
Yeah.
But appear to be a likable person and it will get you past the first week, I believe.
My thing is, I think it's too early, especially when you're first coming into the house, to start with making alliances, trying to make it seem like who clicks and who will be part of my group. Especially if I'm going to be part of an alliance, I'm not going to be the leader of it. I think it's a bad play, in my opinion, for someone who watched probably only 2 seasons of Big Brother, that, hey, if you are a leader actually trying to recruit people, I think that's a bad play, being it's the first time y'all in the house.
Next, we have Vince, Morgan, Ava entering the house. Will said this is some of these kids' first time away from home. He's been in the military, and this is going to be easy money for him. I thought Will is a little too big for his britches right now.
and not only a little too big, to me, a little too old.
Yeah, but the thing is, I like the older players. I do feel like they always are at a disadvantage, but I think part of it is also because you kind of put yourself in a place above the other contestants.
And that's what I'm saying.
Like, you need to humble yourself to recognize the strengths in the people around you because you're not going to be able to do it alone.
Look, my thing is you're older than a lot of these kids who haven't been away from home.
Yeah.
So I would think, hey, man, instead of you basically coming in as like, you know what, I am a military guy, I'm all grunt and all that stuff, you should be a sympathetic figure to where they should want to look out for you because, you know what, Will is cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Besides, like, oh, I'm basically going to take these kids lunch money and stuff like that.
So Mickey is attracted to Keanu and Riley. She even was holding on to Riley's hat for a minute.
Okay, give me that.
Riley was fixing his hair and stuff. I'm just like, he probably was not prepared to come in here without his hat.
Yeah, give me my hat, please.
Now we have 5 minutes left on the clock. Keanu is feeling a bromance vibe kind of building with Zay. And now we have 2 minutes on the clock.
Okay.
Julie calls everyone to the living room and we see the HOH relic, the eccentric artwork, and she asks, what does it mean? How will it affect your game? The house goes dark. The HOH relic goes away. Julie is gone and a shoe is where she left, kind of like Cinderella. Then a red-faced man comes on the screen. I like how Mickey calls him the guy with the nice eyebrows. I didn't really recognize his eyebrows, but I really think that's funny how she references him. But this is the mastermind behind Julie's disappearance, and he also stole the relic. The game can't go on until they solve the case to where they find the relic and they find Julie.
Yeah.
So they say that they're going to divide into 2 search parties. They have to grab a map, and one group will find Julie, one group will find the relic.
Okay.
And the winners who do each will get a special power.
This is easy for me because you know why? A pizza man who used to deliver things to like the lot. You know your way around here. Show us where the things are, the secret compartments of, the whole headquarters and things of that nature. Yeah. But no, I thought this was cool.
Yeah. So we do the mastermind layer first. They have to build a puzzle to cross the bridge. Listen to a message from Julie. There are 7 messages that are false and only 1 message that is actually her.
Wow.
So they grab the key card and they open the door of the actual, they have to do that, actual Julie. So the ones who are competing are Zach, Lauren, Mickey, Amy, Ava, Riley, Adrian, and Vince. So Adrian finished building the bridge first, and Zach saw Adrian listening to the doors at the bottom, and very smartly, he decided to go upstairs because, he was already going through the bottom ones, and he chose door 2 and he won.
I ain't gonna hold you. At that moment, I was like, I think Zach may be climbing up in my ranking of like, oh, he's observant. I like people who is observant.
Me too.
And things like
and
that.
Clever. I like that.
Yeah.
So next we have the HOH relic. It's hidden in plain sight. There are decoys all around it, and they have to figure out which one is real. There are clues in the layer, and some clues won't be revealed until a later time. And I was thinking to myself, you don't want to be the first one to get it.
Why?
Because if clues are going to be revealed at a later time, you're not going to get it off the original clues.
That's fact.
I figured like people should hang back and not be so quick to jump into what they think is correct.
Okay.
So they get 2 clues revealed, red on the top, purple on the bottom, figure out which shape keys are also in which spot. So we get through pretty much everybody, and Jimmy ended up winning.
Nice.
Yes. So Zach and Jimmy are our winners. Zach ended up winning $10,000, and Jimmy got to choose the 4 people who are going to compete in the HOH competition. And he ended up choosing, before we get into who he choosing, he did talk to Riley, and Riley said that it breaks his heart to think about putting people up. So there are multiple people who don't even want to compete for obvious reasons. If you watch the show, is that they don't want a target on their back, because if I win HOH the first week, I'm going to get blood on my hands, and people are going to start looking at me like I win competitions.
But at the same time, somebody got to do it.
Yeah. So Jimmy ends up choosing Adrian, Ashley, Vince, and Jimmy, Adrian, Ashley, Vince. Yep, that's 4.
Yeah.
So Vince, honestly, he said he promised Jimmy safety, but he really doesn't know if he's going to uphold his side of the bargain. He's focusing on self-preservation. And the thing is, that's part of it. I don't mind when people get snaky in the game. Some people get so worked up about the fact that, oh my gosh, like folks are lying and all this type of stuff. Yeah, folks are gonna lie in Big Brother.
But at the same time, I'm a game player though. I'm always looking to win. So I'm like the type of person to where I understand they don't want to like partake in the game because they don't want blood on their hands and things like that. I'm like, put me in the game, coach.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not here to basically just lay down and share basically a room with people, and I'm not playing no games. I'm not like, I want to win something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I will say with Vince, I'm hoping at this point in the show that he keeps his word to Jimmy, because you don't want to be put out there as a liar immediately. Wait a little bit to start lying to folks. So we find out that there is a mysterious house guest who will be moving in at some point. And then we learn about the BB blaster and that destroyed the masterminds of the layer. That's how they are going to decide who wins the HOH.
Yeah.
So Vince won that competition. He has to nominate 3 house guests for eviction, and then the 3 will face off live in the Big Brother Blockbuster competition. The winner will come off the block, and then the 2 left will face the live vote and eviction.
Nice.
So the mastermind ends up returning. They haven't stopped him, and he's adding someone to the game, and it's Rachel.
Now, here's the thing about Rachel. Y'all said she's a player of Big Brother, and she won on one season, right?
Yeah.
I did not see that season.
Yeah.
So you got to give me some type of background on who Rachel is.
Rachel, from what I remember, she's number 1, very good at competitions.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Also, she of course met her husband on the show, so they had each other's back with their showman situation, and they really went hard for each other. Also, Rachel can be a very emotional person. Hollering, screaming, crying, yelling.
A tyrant even.
hood of light, if you will.
Really, if you watch some Love Island.
Right.
So basically, you wouldn't put Rachel in the Mount Rushmore of Big Brother winners and stuff like that.
I would.
You would?
I absolutely would.
Oh, okay.
She's definitely one of the top.
Okay.
But I'm interested to see Rachel all these years later and how she chooses to navigate.
Yeah,
so,
she got a husband now. You know, she all cool. Hopefully.
Yeah. So at this point, Rachel is officially in the game, but she's not the 17th house guest. The mastermind had an accomplice, and the accomplice is one of the players. The person helped him cut the lights, locked the secret passageway, and they have to guess who that person is. And if they guess it correctly, that person will be removed from the game.
Okay, nice.
So, at this point, did you have any theories about who it could have been?
Nope.
I had no theories at this point, but I was thinking to myself that we need to start looking under the couches.
Why do you say that for? Why am I looking under the couch for?
I was like, it's none of us people here. There's so many different compartments and places in the house. I thought to myself, is somebody hiding in the house? And I would have been wrong.
And guess what? I would have sent you home.
I would have been running around the house lifting up pillows, and they were like, what is this girl doing?
And guess what? Send her home. She had me lift up the couch, and she was looking under the couch. Too much of she's too into the game.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
we get to episode 2.
Yeah.
And Will noticed that Riley was gone first, I believe.
Okay.
Amy said that No. Will noticed that the HOH thing was gone first, and Amy said, honestly, we all figured it out at the same time, so I don't know why Will volunteered to say that he noticed it was gone first.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking to myself, see, Will, you're not being sharp right now. You don't need to volunteer information about where you were and where you were standing.
He's an old man. Let him be
like,
old.
Come on, Will.
Let him be old.
Ava is pulling people for secret conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Riley said that Zay's face was red. Keanu keeps sitting on the end of the seat. So these are all the different things and theories that people are coming up with. Mm-hmm. Riley used the bathroom during the competition. And honestly, I was thinking it was Riley too at that point.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still hadn't given up my under the couch theory yet, but I was thinking if it's not the person under the couch, then it's probably Riley.
Here's the thing. I kind of know what happens in this episode. I think you should give up the couch thing. Okay. I'm just letting you know.
So Lauren actually thinks it's a girl because they came in with 8 girls and 8 guys. Mm-hmm. And with Rachel here, it's 9 girls. So it has to be a girl. And I thought to myself, nah, ain't no way. But she was right.
I'm about to say, like, this is my theory, right? Okay. You asked me what is my theory, what is my strategy when literally the first 60 minutes of the show come on when they haven't given us much.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? They don't give you anything to add. There's no theory for you to come up with. You're just making up things.
Yes.
So how are you disqualifying things when you literally have no proof of anything?
I guess that's just my Big Brother couch participation.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
okay.
But I will say that was a good idea. I just thought I knew that the person was under the couch. Anyway,
okay.
So Zay got 5 votes, Riley got 11, and Riley is not the accomplice. So because they didn't vote right, the accomplice is now in the game, and Riley doesn't like the fact that he was accused of being a liar. We do end up finding out that Amy was the accomplice. And I was completely surprised, especially because she was so loud. Because you would think somebody that loud would draw attention to themselves, but she was able to, hit the buzzer, pull the lever, and do everything just when she had a quick second to herself.
But it's kind of like what they said in the first episode. Like, certain things are just hitting in plain sight. Sometimes you overthink and you outthink yourself. You lifting up the couches. It definitely wouldn't be under the couch because that's definitely an HR violation. Okay. We ain't trying to get no workers' comp for nobody that get hurt under the couch.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, sometimes the answer is so obvious that you're like, they wouldn't make it this obvious. Well, sometimes they do.
Yeah, so they're all introducing themselves. Jimmy is ready to get Rachel up out of here.
Yeah.
She already got her bag and she can hit the door. I was in agreement. I'm not a fan of people coming back to play the game who've already played. Like, I know when we get the Big Brother like All Stars. Like
Yeah.
that's fun to watch and stuff like that. But I don't like mixing in the new with the old, because I like the new people to have a full opportunity to experience and play the game without somebody having a leg up on them. So yeah.
But the thing about it is, they're not bringing Rachel back for you to eliminate her in one night. Like, I understand you want her out, but trust me, a lot of people, if that was the case, then every person that they will bring back, if they do bring back a lot of people, will be eliminated the first day. But obviously, there's something to, or at least in my opinion, as a viewer, it's like, I don't think it's as easy as, hey, she played this game before, or he played this game before, let's all vote her out.
But that's my thing. Like, everybody overthinks stuff. I feel like Jimmy had the right mindset of, she already did this. This is all our first time. She should not have a chance to get up in here and,
But Jimmy, who are you?
Manipulating.
Who are you, Jimmy? Compared to Rachel. Oh my goodness, I'm a fan. I watch you.
He's a man with a plan.
Exactly. And guess what? You had a plan too, Blair.
Yeah.
Lifting up couches.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, you have to earn some type of cachet with your team or with the people in the house for them to actually listen to what you're saying. Or else I always have this theory, right? You never want to be too early when you are. Even though you could be right about something, you don't want to be too early, or else people just not going to agree. People not going to see it. You get what I'm saying? You kind of got to walk people step by step. You kind of got to make Rachel seem. You kind of got to make it seem like it's their idea to get Rachel out. You know, hey, have you seen Rachel do that thing over there?
Yeah,
she know her way around. Like, but if you make it seem like we gotta get Rachel out and things like that, that's an easy way for you to put a target on yourself in many factors, in my opinion.
So Keanu thinks he could work with Adrian. Two weirdos unite.
Okay.
That's what he says. Folks are sharing their relationship status. Mickey heard Dungeon Master from Keanu and thought he was talking whips and chains, not Dungeons and Dragons. So I think that we will definitely get a couple showmances this season.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
Vince gets a letter to share with everyone. So it's from Hotel Mystery Management. Rachel, we regret to inform you that due to your late arrival, you'll have to stay in the have-not room. As an apology, she is granted immunity for the first week, and she will get to choose one person to be a have-not, and that person will choose another until they have 4 people in the have-not room. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So Rachel chose Will because she wants a fan on her side. So, and they also had people raise their hands who were okay with being a have-not. So I thought that was good, so nobody would feel a way about it. Will chose Zach, and Zach chose Ava because she looked sad, but he really wanted to choose Lauren because he wanted to try to get to spend some time with her and get to know her more.
Hey, listen here, focus on the money, man. Okay.
So the have-not bedrooms, or the beds, are actual like crime scene chalk outlines in different awkward positions, and I actually thought it was really cool. I was like, this is going to be very uncomfortable, but this looks very interesting.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought was, where am I going to sleep? Because I'm not sleeping here.
So Jimmy is gunning for Rachel. He's talking to Morgan and Mickey, and Morgan thinks that Rachel could possibly be helpful. She wants somebody to guide her through the game. Ava thinks that it's scary having Rachel there, but Morgan wants to soak up all of the information from her. And I'm thinking to myself, how do you know that Rachel's even going to want to work with you?
That's what I'm saying.
So I really felt like Morgan was not coming from a place of, you're in here to win. And you don't need to tie yourself to a winner to be number 2, Well, here's the thing. This is supposed to be some type of social experiment as well, too, right? Yeah.
And we know in society, everybody's not smart. Everybody is in there. You would think everybody's in there for the same prize. I think the prize is $750,000 or something like that. Hey, just make it $1 million. I don't know what y'all trying to do there, right? But it's $750,000, right? You would think everybody coming there with one goal, one sound, one band, and everything. I'm coming there for the money. I'm coming there with strategy. Everybody, no one's signing up for Big Brother or getting casted to Big Brother and don't know at least the premise of it, at least the basic premise of it, right? But what happens is, like in life, you get distracted.
Yeah.
You get distracted with love interests. You get distracted by being a fan, showing some favoritism and things like that. And the thing about it is, I think Morgan is easily just getting distracted. I think it's easy to come in there and say, hey, you know what? I'm coming in here to play. I'm coming here to win this money, as all of them say. But then you got Rachel in front of your face. Yeah. And then you be like, you know what? Rachel is so cool. I feel like me and her could be friends. But that's one way that you leave your neck open, and then next thing you know, you end up being a pawn for somebody.
So Rachel is talking to Will, and he's telling her that he's such a fan of hers. He's also trying to balance out the fact that she's here to win the money as well. Rachel, of course, talks about how she found Brendan, her husband, on the show, and Zach is willing to be open to love as well as the money.
You can't do both, Zach.
Yeah.
You got to pick one.
Well, you can, but you can't. I think when it comes to showmances,
this is not, even though it happens on this show, because of the fact that y'all are basically confined into this house for like a good period of time, this is not supposed to be a showman's type of show.
It's not a dating show.
No, it's not a dating show.
However, if you're in a showmance with somebody and you guys can keep each other safe, that's great. But you have to know when you're dealing with an anchor. If that person is bringing down your game, you're going to have to detach at some point. And people don't do it because they fall in love.
And that's what I'm saying. and it's a distraction. So love is more valuable than $750,000? I think not.
Okay.
Not on Big Brother. You get what I'm saying?
So Zach is called to the diary cam, and he gets a diary room, and he gets a letter.
Yeah.
So this $10,000 he has, he can use it at any point before a jury to give to the HOH and take himself off the block. And I was like, wow, that's amazing.
Do y'all got any coupons? Does it have to cost $10,000? Can it cost $3,000? $8,000? Okay, I like that. I like that twist. I don't think I heard that twist before, of actually buying your way off the block. Yeah.
So Jimmy, Morgan, and Mickey call themselves the Triple Threat. They've got a little alliance going. Next, they all go up to see Vince's HOH room.
Oh boy.
Amy is talking about how she loves Rachel. Their vibe is good, and Rachel thinks that they're on the same vibe and they can have some type of mom alliance.
See what I mean?
They say, you know what? We're not that great at comps. We really can't compete against the guys, and they want the 20-year-olds to focus on each other and kind of taking each other down, so that the way they will forget about them, the game, and the prize.
If only, like I said, when you have people there who are not all focused on one thing, it works like this.
Yeah.
And things like that. And then all of a sudden you become a sympathy figure to where it's like, you know what? We can't get rid of Rachel because she cooks every morning for us and things like that. We can't get rid of, who was the other one? Amy, because she looked out for me. I had a headache one time. She put a cold rag on my head. So it's like, that's why I'm like, I was against Will coming in and talking about, I'm a military man and y'all young people don't know how to move. It's like, no, you need to put yourself as dad.
Yes.
As Uncle Will. You get what I'm saying?
Uncle Will.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes. So Ashley takes a shower in Vince's room.
Stop right there. This is where I come in at, right?
Yeah.
Why?
I wish I knew.
No, I need to know why.
I wish I knew.
Keep going.
So she ends up going downstairs after her shower, and Catherine asks her, so did Vince shower before you? And she said no. Catherine doesn't really care, but it is rude to keep him up while he needs to go and take his shower and go to bed. Now, the house thinks that Ashley was ridiculous for doing that.
Yeah.
Amy tells Ashley that people are talking about the shower situation, and Ashley decides to confront Catherine about it because she thinks by Catherine asking her that question, it got everybody riled up. And she tells Catherine, I don't want it to be a thing.
You don't want it to be the thing that you did? You think Catherine is the one that actually made us like come up with this thought where we saw you take, I think they said it was 90 minutes she was in that bathroom. You see, here's the thing about it. Let me give you a little bit of my it's not much of a secret, but more times than not, especially with the history of Big Brother and things like that, one of the best seasons was the cookout. You get what I'm saying? The one where, you know what, they usually get rid of the black people, they pick them off, but the black people was all together and things like that, secretly and out loud, in a way, to the point where everybody looking around and like, well, wait a minute, there's only black people here? Like, yeah, you know, we've been working on all angles of the house, you know? And I'll say this, right? Did I enter to the season saying that I want a black person to win? Of course. Right? At least in the top. At least not eliminated first. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? At least give me one of the three, you know? So when Ashley was, you know, on the show, I'm like, oh, beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Smart?
At least I would think so. I don't think that now. Right now, I think we need to stop saying people are smart based on their professions.
Yeah.
Right. I understand that she's an attorney and things of that nature.
Educated.
She's educated. That's the word right there. She's educated. I don't know about smart.
Okay.
Because social norms, I don't think she got that. Right. And I always say this to you, Blair. I said adults know what they're doing. Right. I said and I really would hope that she knows what she's doing, but even though I'm rooting for black people, I'm not rooting for this type of black person. I'm sorry. Black people can dislike each other. You get what I'm saying? It's not black on black crime for me to dislike Ashley and things like that. Ashley is not my type of person that I like to root for because she literally went into, I understand that they said that she was in his shower for basically 90 minutes, but I like to say she was in my bathroom for 90 minutes. That is the equivalent of me inviting you over to my house and there's a bathroom on the main level floor, but instead you choose to go into our master bedroom to do whatever the hell you want to do. And then you go come downstairs and everybody looking at you weird, and then you go blame Catherine who's looking at you weird and say, don't make it a thing. You was gone for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
What is your thoughts, Blair?
I thought that the shower was wild.
Yes.
I think it was wildly disrespectful, even if Vince didn't think it was, even if Vince didn't say anything. Because, number one, there is a bathroom for you to go in where everybody goes. What makes you so special that you get to use the HOH's bathroom when you're not the HOH? The HOH gets the privilege of privacy.
That's his room.
And snacks.
Yeah,
don't touch his snacks either.
I did see the Sun Chips. I ain't gonna hold you. I did see which color bag Sun Chips is like your favorite?
I think the yellow.
Yellow? I don't think there's yellow.
Okay.
I go green, French
Okay.
onion. Green French onion. I don't know y'all remember back in the day they don't have it no more, right? But there was a purple bag. I think it was sweet potato and it was limited time. I used to buy them things every day. Now they still got the same color purple bag, but it's a different flavor. I went on a tangent. I'm sorry. Keep going, Blair.
That's all right. Yeah. So I was thinking to myself, Ashley, you didn't win HOH. This man gets his shower, his snacks, his toilet, everything to himself.
Yeah.
And I thought that I just couldn't for the life of me understand why she thought that she was the one who got the privilege to use that bathroom.
Do you think it was privilege, or do you think it was intimidation that she was trying to intimidate?
I don't think that was necessarily intimidation. I think that she felt like she didn't want to use the communal bathroom and she's just going to use this one. I think that is as far as it went in her head. And I do think that a little bit, sorry for our attorneys out there. I think that the attorneys in this world, the lawyers, are coached and pushed to be pushy and to cross boundaries.
I don't know about
that.
Yeah,
I do. And I think that a lot of them, because of the profession, you have to, I'm not going to say totally be out for self because you have clients and stuff like that. But I do believe that you have to have an air of, you can't tell me anything. You get what I'm saying?
I do get that, but I don't know if I will lean out towards her profession as an attorney.
I think it's part of her.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
But I also think that her profession leads to her, because I feel like we've seen it play out through the rest of the episode when she's, ringing the doorbell and busting through the door 10, 20 times.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's part of her, but I also think that her profession has instilled that whole lack of respecting other people's boundaries because you have to get your issue off. And she had to get her shower first. And I thought that was wild.
But my thing is, I know a lot of attorneys. Well, not a lot. I know a good number. And they don't act like that, right? They can argue their point or debate their point. But this is not that. Right? This is a brat.
Well, let me explain a little bit more.
Okay.
So I think that for some attorneys who don't make that their whole life or their whole personality, and they can understand that this is my profession, but this is who I am as a person, that's one thing. But I have come in contact with attorneys and people, who have that profession who just have a pushy nature to themselves. And, if I'm wrong, well, I don't think I'm wrong. But
no,
if you have a different experience, that's fine.
I think Ashley is a different type of black.
Okay.
Right? Because I can say it because I'm black, right? She's a different type of blacks, and we know when we amongst blacks, there's different types of blacks, right? She's a different type of black to where she's like, you know what? I am a lawyer, and she uses that to basically raise her pedestal, to raise her status, to raise all those things, and because I'm Ashley and I get to do this and things like that, pinky up in the air, I'm gonna go use the bathroom because I don't want to use the bathroom with everything else. If it was not a big deal, as Ashley's going eventually in the episode going to say, showergate. If that was the case, if it wasn't a big deal, then why didn't you use the other shower then?
Well, I will give you this tidbit of information on the streets.
On the streets, okay.
What they saying from the live feeds is that Ashley was saying that she spent most of her time actually talking to Vinny, and then she used the shower. So she was up there talking to him for most of the time.
But
it doesn't matter.
That doesn't change anything.
Shower downstairs.
Take that back to the streets. Like, don't leave that in the streets, Blair. Okay. Like, I think Ashley just came up because the minute that she came out, and she basically was trying to put it off on everybody else as if everybody had a problem, and she couldn't recognize it. I said, "Oh, you're that type of one to where maybe you may be black, but maybe you miss some social norms and things like that. Because there's little social norms and things that you just pick up on what not to do in other people's spots and other people's space and things like that."
But I think it's not just her blackness, because I don't want to pick apart her blackness.
I'm not picking out her blackness. I'm saying
But that's how it's coming.
But across. I'm saying she is I'm
saying as a grown adult person, she should know better.
As specifically for me, okay, right? Seeing her, I'm like, there's no way. Why you gotta be the one to go use somebody else's bathroom?
And I will say, being that this show is historically hard on black people, then I do think that she should have a level of awareness.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say it this way. She should have a level of awareness of trying to, and the thing is, what is it called?
Discernment or something?
No, it's like when you have to switch the way that you talk. In front of certain people.
Basically code switching?
Yeah, code switching or whatever the case may be. I don't think that she necessarily has to code switch in that way, but you do have to be mindful of your behaviors and your actions because you're already on high alert,
I think you're changing what I'm saying.
Well, that's just my point.
Okay, my thing is, it's not about, she don't have to code switch. She don't have to change the way what she did was flat out disrespectful across the board.
Yeah.
Right? My thing is, why did you feel so entitled that you can do that and not even pick up on the little basic things of, if it's not yours, don't use it? That's why I'm like, oh yeah, Ashley, I'm not rooting for you. I've seen enough.
Okay.
Ashley needs to go for me.
So Will thinks the guys are making themselves targets by lifting all those weights. I think Will is a little jealous.
I think Will need to go over there and lift weights with the guys. Okay.
Vince wants the HOH room to have private conversations. He does have to nominate 3 people, and he wants to play with Jimmy.
Okay.
Jimmy knows that he has Vince's ear and he could possibly influence the nominations. Jimmy does see Zay as a threat, possibly for being an accomplice because people voted for him.
Yeah.
And this might be a good opportunity to break up that bro group. Zay ends up walking in, so they have to change their conversation.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now, Vince and Kelly chat, and he thinks she's kind, wants to work with her. She thinks that they could be final too, but she asks him to put her on the block.
Yeah.
So that way no one knows that they're working together.
Okay. That is the dumbest thing I've heard.
I was thinking to myself, well, it's so many of y'all in here, Kelly. Nobody would know it anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't have to prove it in that type of way.
And Kelly, you're not a threat. Like you basically just putting yourself on there in hopes that no one votes you out. Why would you do that when you can literally just stay where you are? Just stay seated. Just be cool. It's literally the first elimination.
Yeah. So Vince and Zay talk, and Vince is just trying to figure out what is the consensus of the house.
Yeah.
Zay brings up Ashley, the shower situation. I mean, that's the only thing that stood out as inconsiderate. Vince already agreed not to nominate Ashley because they were both competing in the HOH together. But Zay, he does not want to go up.
Okay.
Vince is talking to Keanu, and Keanu brings up the Ashley situation. Ashley rings the doorbell, comes in the room, asks to talk to Vince after Keanu, and he's realizing, number one, her name keeps popping up, and she's also not respecting the fact that he's trying to talk to people individually at this point.
Well, technically, it's her room. I mean, she tried to use the bathroom first and things of that nature. But go ahead.
So Zach gives Ashley a heads up that you might want to talk to Vince about this shower situation. Vince and Catherine are talking when Ashley comes in again.
Yeah.
Vince is saying Ashley is coming in 10 times, just interrupting people. Ashley is continuously coming in when he's changing out, talking to different people. And she tells him, I'm tired. I want to have coherent thoughts when I speak with you. Can we just go ahead and talk now?
Oh, is she the HOH? That's what I'm saying. Like, she don't have social cues. When it comes, I understand that she's an attorney and she's educated, but I'm like, you're not smart though. Because like, he has the power. If you gotta stay up and wait till he gotta get to you, you're gonna stay up and wait till he get to you. What make you think you could cut the line and actually feel so entitled that you could be like, hey, can we just talk now? Matter of fact, I'm just gonna sit down because I'm getting tired. I'm like, yeah, Ashley, I don't want to see you on my screen no more.
Yeah. Vince tells her, I don't even know if the shower topic in your name was even brought up. So he's just straight up lying to her.
Yeah.
But honestly,
go ahead.
Yeah, because she shouldn't. Like, she doesn't have to know that she's an option.
Of course.
She doesn't have to know. Ashley says that she wants to work with Vince. She trusts him, and other people are just going to kiss your behind because you're HOH. And he says, but you're coming across paranoid. Like, you can't be patient. It actually doesn't seem like you trust me. So he's not figuring how they could work together when he told her she was good, but she's constantly bombarding into his room and not trusting his word.
Being disrespectful.
Yes. So Vince mentions the potentials of who he thinks he wants to put up to Amy, Zay and Ashley. Amy starts crying, saying Ashley is close to her. And if Ashley goes at this point, she kind of feels like she would want to go. Why would you say that, Amy?
And that's what I'm just saying. Like, $750,000 cannot be enough. Because I'm like, I don't even understand why you got this emotional. To me, I'm like, you know what? This is an easy decision then.
Yeah.
If you're coming in basically trying to save not only yourself, which it didn't even seem like you were trying to even save yourself, you're trying to save the other person. I'm like, you know what I can do? I can put both of y'all up here to where my hands can be completely clean. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we get to the nominations. It's Zay, Amy, and Ashley. Amy, you did it to yourself. You did did your whole big one with being the assistant, and here you are finding yourself on the block because you want to go up for Ashley.
Dude, you know what got me?
What?
The fact that Ashley looked confused.
Yeah.
Like, Ashley was like, what? Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Oh, never mind. I was
No,
gonna say
it. Say it.
If we're gonna go down your road of talking about, like, okay, is it that type of black person?
Yes.
I'm thinking to myself,
and only black people know what we talking about.
I'm thinking to myself, maybe it's giving a little Amanda Seals, a little.
I don't know about Amanda Seals because
not in the sense, because I'll say that I say it in the sense of being a bulldozer and also not understanding and respecting other people's boundaries. And the thing is, Amanda, probably has history of being able to respect people's boundaries.
Yeah.
But I'm just the immediate thought that came to mind was maybe like that kind of vibe.
Maybe. She is what's that show? Clueless. That's who Ashley is. Right, she's one of those. Matter of fact, let me give you a perfect parallel, right? Because there's different types of people. I'm only talking to my people here, to where you're like, you know what? I'm not really vibing with how you moving because you have a different standard that like you move by. Remember, Summer House? What's the name of that show? That
Summer House, Martha's Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard, right?
Yeah.
Who was the dude that went into that bathroom and used it and didn't flush it?
Oh, yeah. I don't remember his name, but he was a friend of one of the girls. Yeah.
And he thought that was funny, and he thought it was cool, and then eventually they got him out the house.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because you know what? You ain't the type of people that, like, we want to be around.
And that's what I'm saying. It's the type of person to where they do stuff to make a situation uncomfortable or to basically kind of exert their dominance over a situation. But when people actually aren't cool with it, then they don't understand where the issue really came from. And like, I think that type of thing.
And to me, I'm like, where did you learn that from? Yeah. Because you did not learn that amongst us. That's a learned behavior that you're like, you know what? No, we're not doing that. Matter of fact, we don't even want to play with that. You know what? You want to use the bathroom and you going to make somebody else go up there and flush it and things of that nature? You can't stay here. You can't party with us. And I think Ashley is just one of those people to where somebody else, her act was so disrespectful, it made the house uncomfortable.
Yeah.
and she feels it, but she's like, they making it a big deal than what it is. And I'm just like, oh, you wouldn't be a good teammate to literally nobody here.
No.
like, so it's like, oh, you can't be on my team. You can't be on my team because you just shows lack of awareness.
Yeah.
And the point of this game is, hey, you got to be aware of not only your actions, but of your other teammates' actions, of other alliances' actions and things like that. But you're only focused on yourself because you too tired to stay up to talk to the man. You don't want to shower downstairs. Nobody else was using that shower at the time, but you wanted to use the HOA shower because you thought, you know what, maybe to your theory, I am an attorney and maybe I can just muscle my way and do what I want. But she knew it wasn't her shower. So that's why I'm like, Ashley, I've seen enough. You need to go home.
Yeah. And Amy, you can go right behind her.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's true. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you.
If you want, like, Amy, you got to start playing smarter, okay? Especially if you got Rachel on your side. Like, that girl was giving you some definite good tips as far as how y'all need to operate.
But what's gonna happen is Amy. But what's gonna happen to Amy is Amy keeps showing out the way that she did that basically made her easy to put on a block because my man was not thinking about her, right?
He was not.
What's gonna happen is Rachel gonna abandon her.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be like, you're an anchor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not an anchor that hold us steady, an anchor that go bring my game down. So that's why it's like, yeah, Amy, you're a little too emotional for the first couple days and things like that.
Yeah. And that's all we got.
Listen here, we will be on time for tomorrow's episode. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? It come on Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday. So make sure y'all subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. A reminder, we are not doing the live streams. Blair will keep her ears to the streets, she said, right? Thank you for the street bit that you came back with. But if you want to watch live stream updates and things like that, I think Lifestyle with Lex is doing it. Make sure y'all subscribe to her. Make sure y'all checking with her. Let her know we sent you and things of that nature. And we see y'all next time.
Bye.